Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. In today's video, we are going to have very interesting discussion. So please watch the video from the beginning up the end, and please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. First of all, I want to make it very clear that in my, I think 3 or 4 days ago, I made a video and I was asking Kohera that I want to buy his land. He has not yet answered that question. Yes. And I want to tell him, that if you don't sell that piece of land, a piece of it, your children will sell. Whether you like those children that you have abandoned, they will sell that piece of land. They will sell. Whether you like it or not, they will sell it. Maybe if you are still on your hospital bed, they will sell it. Oh, you never. But they will sell it. Whether you like it or not, those children you have abandoned, they are going to sell. They are going to sell that piece of land. So, I'm requesting you sell to me some piece of land. You enjoy yourself. That thing of behaving in a primitive way. That I cannot sell. It is for my children. I will give you free advice. They will sell whether you like it or not. You see, the problem with some old men, they are very rigid. This is 2005. This is not 1940s, 1930s. This is 2005, and we are now approaching 2006. So, whether you like it or not, those children, they are going to sell. They are going to sell those pieces of land. If they don't they want to sell, that children will sell. That is it. So, you keep on opening your mouth until the day you will get tired. But free advice, I want a piece of land from you, Kohera. Yes, if you're interested, I'm available, Kohera. So, I have really seen this old man opening his mouth again. You see, sometimes when you're giving information, you give right information. Give right information. But if you are just coming out to camouflage for your friend because you love him, you can do anything for him, that's just a waste of time. I've seen Kohera coming out and is trying to clarify on one of the videos that I made. When the fisherman actually refused to sell a piece of land to rescue, to rescue his own father, So this so-called Kohera is coming with excuses to try, to clear the name of his friend. I want to make it very clear. According to Kohera, he is claiming that where the sugarcane plantation is, where Mr. Ondari, got from the father to the fisherman, leasing from that lease, that money was not yet cleared, and if Mr. Ondari had paid off that debt, probably the father to the fisherman would have survived. That is a very long, lame excuse. The fisherman himself came out and said the land was leased, it was settled, it was paid off, the lease was paid off, and the years for that land to be taken back to them had not reached. He made it very clear. So please, Kohera, I think you are not informed. You are just throwing yourself in issues like flies. You are not informed. You are not completely informed. But if you are looking for me, In today's video, I'm coming for you very, very strongly. Please, you stop misleading young boys. You know, stop misleading young boys. This old man has this rigid mind. When I said that, I was encouraging some of this youth to actually go outside there and buy land for themselves. Because if you are capable of buying a piece of land, why can't you go and buy a piece of land? Go and buy a piece of land, because actually some of your brothers or sisters, they might not be having the capacity to actually buy pieces of land to support themselves. But you as a child, and you are there and you have money, go and buy, rescue the family. And then this stupid old man came out with an excuse, that I said these people, these boys, should go outside and sell and buy pieces of land so that they accept their parents to sell off their land. You see, sometimes listen very, very carefully. I don't know what this old man uses for listening. Does he use his ears to listen, or he uses what he uses for sitting down? I just don't want to mention that. But if you look for me next time, I'll mention it. What do you really use? Do you use your ears or use your... Is it old man? Old man, don't look for me, because you look even drunk when you are talking. Are you really sober? You see, old man who is looking like he's drunk in the morning, and he's also coming to the platform that is opening his mouth. Please, you style up, old man. You listen to people's statements very, very well. I was encouraging these individuals actually to go outside there to buy pieces of land, because they are capable of buying. They are very much capable of buying these pieces of land. Then there are other brothers who don't have the capacity to buy. At least they give them a better position. But these ones who are capable of buying, let them go and buy and save the family from the future burden. Because land actually keeps on reducing. Land does not keep on expanding. So when there is opportunity to buy, go and buy. So this old man is coming out in his video saying that I was encouraging boys, Listen, you stop listening with your, use your ears. They created these ears to listen, the eyes to see, the mouth to talk. Then the other part is for sitting, not for, not for listening. Old man, you listen to me carefully. Listen careful. Don't just come out talking because you want to views, as you claim that I was making that video because I want views. If the man refused to sell off the piece of land and his father has left this world, that is not anybody's problem. That is his problem. So why are you sanitizing it? Don't you see how he's now crying? The boy is feeling like, I'm feeling sick, I'm feeling sick. Those are the trauma that he's facing. The trauma. Because of his mistakes. These are, you see, try your best and it defeats you. But don't just sit down and look at your own father and you're continuously feeding him with alcohol. And then this stupid old man does not want us to talk about it. Your father is sick, you are still giving him more alcohol to take. And you don't want us to talk about these things. You want us just to sit, look at people doing their own things, then you come out here that you are criticizing that, Miss Ondari had not paid the balance. Look at yourself, first of all. Do you even know what you're talking? This Kohera, do you really know what you're talking about? Do you really know what you're actually talking about? Please, before you open your mouth, gauge what you're going to say. I know you have a lot of grudges in your heart with Mr. Ondari. You have. No? Everything that happens to somebody you want to associate. For you, why don't you first remove that name from your mouth? When you're sleeping, don't you really dream about that name? Every time, anything Ondari. What is your problem? We understand you have a lot of pain in your heart, you know? But if you have been telling you, if you have too much pain in your heart, we told you the road is open. Go to him as a man. Go and face him. That you, man, have a problem like this. Yes, you go. But if you come back with that leg, that good leg, if you come back with it, Kohera, I'm going to give you some money. You see, you have talked a lot, and now you are telling us that, you see, when somebody just surprises you, you can get heart attack. So you are telling us not to talk about you. So today, in today's video, I'm actually going to talk about you. Because it seems you are calling for my attention. No? You are calling for my attention. And if you are calling for my attention, and I'm actually available for you, I'm really, really available for you. And I will hit you. Last time I asked a question. Who is Andrew? You snatch Sarah from Andrew. You have not answered that question up to today. You want to tell me you don't know Andrew. And I can assure you, the day when you leave this earth, Sarah will go back to Andrew. I'm giving you free advice. Because now you have started making a lot of damage on Sarah. A lot of damage. Actually, Sarah got an accident sometime back. According to Kohera, she got an accident and almost that 6 ribs got broken, and also her hips got issues. But surprisingly, this is Kohera who went and sat on the chest of his wife, Sarah. And instead of taking her to the hospital, Kohera is leaving his wife at home. And people gathered in the family, and they were giving Sarah, goat soup instead of taking her to the hospital. The lady is in pain. You have sat on her chest. Whether it was accidental or not, but she deserved medical attention. So it's coming out that the family had come actually to sympathize, or to, I don't know what he's really calling it, But the family members had really come to check on the wife, how she is, the pain that she was having. This is an old man who changed the events, trying to introduce that family members. See, old man, your age does not allow you to lie people. Look at yourself and look at your age and look at how you are deceiving people. Please, you take her to the hospital, let her get proper treatment. Because it seems, because even the day when they were giving her goat soup, you really see her struggling to take it. Because she was still having pain on her chest. And the cause of the pain is actually this old man Kohera. You stop deceiving the public, because really your age, oh, you are ashamed. You are actually ashamed of what you have done. Yeah? You are ashamed. Kohera, you are ashamed of what you have done to you. How can you start? But it's annoying. However much you see me smiling or laughing, I'm really pitying. You see, the wife of Kohera comes from the border here in Uganda here. She's our own. And when I see this old man doing this sort of things, actually, it makes me upset. You know, I'm reminding you, take your wife to the hospital. You stop making her being in the house that you are giving her, goat soup. Is goat soup going to heal the ribs? You know? Because actually the doctors tried their part and the wounds, the ribs were healing. Then for you again went and sat on her chest. Was it really accidental? Please, Kohera, you style up. And when we talk about these things, you start coming out with videos that we hate you. We don't hate you, but we don't like the character in you as an old man. Hospitals are there. You are very busy that you are massaging her with these local herbs at home. You know? Why don't you take her really to the hospital so that she gets fine? But I'm not now telling you to activate donation so that you can complete the store. You know? I'm not telling you to activate donation. But, take your wife to the hospital for better medication. Please. It's a high time you leave those primitive kind of behavior and actually need to style up. You know? So this old man called Kohera again came out that actually the death of the fisherman father was caused the day the fisherman was being arrested, at his home when his father was there. That caused an impact in this old man. He developed pressure. He developed other complications and even urinated on his body. That is according to this old man, Kohera. He is trying to rubbish what I'd already said earlier, that actually the father to the fisherman had told him that please look for somebody who can buy this piece of land. Not the original land like for the forefathers. This is a piece of land this old man bought some time back when he was still working. He bought it and he was requesting his son to sell off that piece of land so that actually he can go to the hospital. Now this old man is coming out with excuses. That actually this old man died because of this. So actually, if he had died if his son had not committed this other crime, those people would have not reached that home. They would have not reached. But this old man had complication. He had complication. And his son, the fisherman, used to say it. So this thing of trying to throw these words to other people actually is not going to work. Kohera, you are an old man who really need to reason very well. When the lease of the land has not expired, you don't go to the person who leased the land like, you give me money. You wait. It is from him maybe to say, okay, let me lease this piece of land again. The contract have expired. Let me lease it again. That is to him. But you coming out with rubbish. Me, I call it real rubbish. That the money was not paid. Yet the money was paid. So which money is Kohera really talking about? Kohera, you see, you are not well informed. You are just an ordinary, some old man in the village who is actually taking alcohol and you are sitting on your wife's chest and yet she's actually not well. So please, you stop coming out with funny excuses. You stop it. I know you want to support because actually that man of your category, the fisherman is of your category. People who don't respect women. When the fisherman chased his wife from home and he could not provide for the sanitary pads, just sanitary pads, Kohera did not see you coming out to condemn. You were actually celebrating. So you were encouraging these young boys to actually marry. Now you cannot give them proper advice. You cannot. And the only thing you know how to talk about is to come out to talk badly about Ondari in each and every video of yours. Why don't you first leave that name alone? You know, you grow up, accept first of all that you have been defeated, you are challenged, you know, and you don't have the energy, you don't have the power, you know. So if you feel that land should not be sold to anybody in that family, he would have the fisherman would have contacted you that my own grand, you know, Kohera, I have a piece of land here that I want to sell. You know, he would have rescued. If I told you have money, which I even know, even you Kohera, you are struggling. Yeah, you are struggling. But the people who has the money, you are very busy condemning them, and you actually don't want people to sell land to them. Yet you yourself as Kohera, you don't have. You're also struggling. Hmm? Even the latrine, people just help you to construct for you the latrine. Yeah, you're struggling. Can't you really see that? That however much even the piece of land is there and somebody comes, Museo Kohera, please, I have land here, can you buy it? You still don't have. But you don't want people to sell land to those who actually have the money. You know? Surely. Then you come out telling us that actually, you know, you have brains. When you don't have, accept that you don't have. Don't make pride to consume you. You know? Don't make pride to consume. You want to tell me, you Kohera, if right now you are sick, and your children with sound minds, you know, with sound minds, and they realize that they don't have money, you think they will not come out and bring a suggestion that since we have failed, let us just sell this small piece of land. Let us save our father, Kohera. You think they will not bring those suggestions? If completely they have failed, they are not seeing the money. Because the father in the family, if you lose a father, because fathers give direction in the family. So however much they're very old, people will always want to try to save them. Because the children knows the value of their fathers. Kohera, if you are my father, I would really try all my best. If you are not well, I'll try all my best to ensure that I give you proper medication. Because I know the value of our parents. So please, you stop deceiving people. You want to tell me that there is a child outside there who will always jubilate to see that his father is going. You think your children will accept you to go without them trying their best? Me, I will sell the land to treat you because you deserved it. You brought me in this world, and I'll try all my best to ensure that you get proper treatment. Let it just defeat me. Even if I sell land and I remain with nothing, you know, I can struggle and buy a piece of land somewhere. But life cannot be replaced. Life can never be replaced. So don't sanitize things, Kohera. You know, don't. The fisherman was not right not to dispose that land in order to save his father. He was not right. So for you, because this old man was saying that I rather die. That, you know, he was even demonstrating that I rather die than selling my ancestral land. I will sell it to save your life because you are stupid. I will sell it to save your life because you are stupid. Yes. Because the reason that I would use for selling that land is actually to save your life. You see, there are people who actually talk. Hey, for me, I rather die, but I wish if people could be seeing death coming. These are the first people that would have taken off. You see them talking, opening their mouth. These are the first people who would be running away. You see him having a lame leg, but he would be the first individual to take off. You know, if you don't fear, why don't you go and, you know, why don't you go to the person whom you are saying as, you know, he has caused you pain? Why are you not going there? Because you fear. You know, don't deceive us on the camera. You know, and don't encourage young men, young boys to allow their parents to leave this earth when they were actually capable of saving them. You know, stop it. Old man, stop it. It is not right. You deserve, our parents deserve to be given proper medication, because they played a role when I was young until I grew up. You know, when I was sick, they were able to look for money to take me to the hospital. You know, when I needed food, they gave it to me. When I needed clothes, they gave it to me. When I needed education, they gave it to me. You tell me how stupid I will be to actually deny them medication. Tell me. After your parents have played all that to you, you tell me that I will be very stupid to actually not save their life if I know I have the capacity. Because the fisherman would have actually even gone to borrow some money. Yes, there are people who are giving some loans, small loans in the villages that would actually do something. Please try yourself, try your best, you know. So please, Kohera, don't deceive our youth, you know, that when their parents are sick, they should abandon them, you know, that they should abandon them. Even when they should not sell off the piece of land, because actually they are not selling the piece of the land that they wanted to sell. The piece of land this old man bought with his own money, you know, and he wanted to save his life. And this stupid old man Kohera is coming out that he's condemned, that he supports the fisherman, not to have sold the land. Do you really know the trauma the fisherman will go through time to come when actually knows what he did? You know the trauma. When you try all your best and you fail, you get relief from your heart that actually I tried, but I failed. But when you fail to try, the trauma starts from there. And that thing will never go away from your mind. You know? It will never go away. You imagine the mistakes that you made in your life, like this Kohera. A lot of those errors that he has made in his life, they are still traumatizing him up to now. What about when somebody lost his life? Because you are one of the contributing factor in somebody actually losing his life. Please do not misinform our youth. No? Do not misuse the boys, mislead the boys. Let them try and let them just fail. But for you to come out to shift, you know, the dismissal of this old man to some other people, yet actually the problem is in the home. The problem is in the home. So, Mzee Kohera, don't provoke me. Because if you provoke me, I'll bring the story how actually you fail to save your own father. Because I have the story. Do not provoke me. If you provoke me, I'll bring that story. And I'll open the wounds that is trying to heal from you. Be careful. He used to talk about the father of Prince Odinga badly. You forgot that your own, the story is also out. Whether it is the right story or the wrong story, but we have the story. You see, by the way, you stop, because you see, we have a lot of information. Don't think we don't know the things. But sometimes we don't want to go to that extent. You know? We don't want to go to that extent. So please, you stop. You stop bringing those other things and you want to associate them with other people. Yet you actually know the root cause of these problems. Yes, we understand that old man was sick. His sickness did not just start yesterday. He was sick. But proper medication was not given. And also on top of that, they were giving him alcohol to drink. Early in the morning, the old man is drinking. And then actually, yes, we also understand he was old. But if he was given proper attention, that old man would be here and still we would be looking at him. I'd rather have an old man that I'm seeing than seeing an old man who have left us. And that's the reason I condemn what the fisherman did, that actually it was wrong. And if you are a young man outside there, learn how to care for your parents. Learn how to care for your father. Learn how to care for your mother, because they deserve, they deserve the care. Today is Father's Day. It is Father's Day. And my respect to all fathers outside there for playing your role in raising your children up. Bringing them as good children. Bringing them as boys who are really going to be good fathers for the future. Let's learn how to nurture our children in the right way. I'm really wondering if this old man Kohera nurtured his own children well, because it would be very, very pleasing, it would bring happiness actually to see this old man, having fun with his children in his compound, grandchildren in his compound, moving in his compound. But you don't see. There is nothing like a grandchild. When he moves with the cameras, you only see these children for his wife, his current wife. But the grandchildren, you don't see. Those ones coming and, having joyous time with him in his home. You don't see. So it shows there are some errors this old man Kohera committed actually in his his prime time. But he does not want to accept. Accept your mistakes, Accept your mistakes. Whether you like it or not, we are going to still, keep on telling you, just direct on your face, Whether you like it or not, we are going to be putting it on your face without fear or favor. Happy Father's Day to all our wonderful parents outside there. Much respect to you, and please continue nurturing your children, because those children are actually the future of tomorrow. I would really, really, really want to first say congratulations to our good parents outside there. I know today is the Father's Day, but also I would really want to appreciate, our mothers outside there, because without you, those children would not even be where they are right now. You played a very, very big role in bringing a very wonderful child to this world. Please, if you're outside there as our mothers, I humbly, first of all, want to say thank you for raising a good child. Thank you a lot. Whether you're a single father, whether you're a single mother, you have played a very, very big role. Whether you are together with your husband, you have played that unique role in the life of these children. And we really, really appreciate, what you have done in order to raise, nurturing these children who are really going to change the future of tomorrow. And also our children, those ones, if at all they're there, who listen to this channel, who watches this channel, please save your parents when you can. Save their lives. Save them. Because you would have relieved yourself from a lot of drama, a lot of pain. Play your part. Don't listen to people who give wrong advices. Your father, your mother, when they leave this earth, that is when you will see their importance. That actually, they are they have a very, very big role in your life when they're still alive. Yes. Of course, there are also those parents, their children could pray that maybe God takes them. But don't pray for that, because whether he or she is mad, he still remains your father. Respect them. Accord them the respect they deserve. But there are these ones who keeps on producing like rats. Then they abandon children. Those ones like Kohera, they just produce like rat. Here, there. Then they start coming. They want to claim you when you are successful. Those type of parents, I disagree with them. Like Kohera, he produced like rats. Then when you see that you have succeeded, even if I'm the one, I'll refuse you. Yes, you cannot come in my life when you see that I'm successful, Yet when I was young, you could not even provide a pen. Just a pen. You could not provide. And you're a teacher, a qualified teacher, who is just very busy loitering with the women here and there. Here, you are just producing like a rat. Then you also want to be called a father. Please, do not waste your time when you know you did not play your role as a father. Because being a father does not stop in only going there to dump your things. You must play that unique role as a father to deserve to be called a father. Otherwise, even these mad people in the streets, So please, let us not deceive our children. Let us actually show them the right direction to follow. But stupid people like Kohera, I don't really pay much attention in his stupidity. Please, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really, really do appreciate your big support to this platform. First of all, I would really want to send my very, very special greetings to all my good moderators. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really do appreciate. I will also want to send my greetings to all of you, my good subscribers. Thank you a lot. Thank you and thank you a million times. There are also tourists who always come here. They jump and they go. They jump and go. Hey, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Those are the people who love talking, opening their mouth. I saw a stupid one who came to comment. Be careful. The day I will mention your name here, you'll not like it. You should understand that these platforms, they have a lot of power that you may not be in position to handle. So be careful with whatever you come here to comment. Yes, but thank you so much. I want to send my greetings to all my good people watching me from USA, UK, Canada, and all of you watching me from the Caribbean. Actually, not forgetting my good people here in Africa. Thank you so much for always making it to this platform. I really do appreciate your big support to this platform. Let's meet. Actually, we have a live stream today. Please, if you have not put the notification bell, put that notification bell, because actually we are going to have a lot to discuss in our live stream today. So please be there, be there. Don't forget. Yes, let's meet again in our next video. God bless all of you. See you again. Happy Father's Day to all of you. I know I did not post that in my community, but happy Father's Day to all of you, my good people.